Almost a decade ago, Pope Francis visited the U.S. and Cuba. Catholics all over North America expressed joy as the pontiff brought with him a fresh message.
Now, I covered the historic trip all those years ago. Here's a look back at the landmark visit.
Pope Francis was the third pope to visit Cuba, but his trip in 2015 was special. After all, he was from Argentina, so he spoke the language and understood the complex relationship between Cuba and the United States. Full of hope, Cubans watched on TV and in person in Havana, Holguín, and Santiago. Change is what Cubans hoped the trip would bring, and it did. The Pope helped broker a deal to open diplomatic relations between Cuba and the U.S., broken back in the 1960s.
In the land of the free, at the home of the brave.
From Cuba, the Pope flew to Washington, where he became the first pontiff to address a joint session of Congress. From the nation's capital, it was on to New York City, where people lined up in Midtown Manhattan to watch his papal motorcade pass by.
How were you able to get such a great spot?
It was work. We all had to work. We all got here super early.
How early?
I got here at 4:45, but I'm by no means. You got here at 2:30.
2:30 in the morning?
Yes.
How about yourself?
4.
Covering the trip, I saw firsthand the intense security measures taken to protect the pontiff.
One of the big safety precautions taken are these 8-foot fences along Central Park South. That means when the Pope is going through Central Park, you can see him, but there's no way to get through this.
I met people from all over the world inspired by Francis.
I'm from Israel. We came over to see the Pope here and to visit New York.
And you like him?
We love him. We love him. You can check in with the event staff down here.
On September 26, the Pope arrived in Philadelphia, celebrating Mass on the iconic Ben Franklin Parkway. He also met with inmates, immigrants, and victims of sexual abuse.
I think people are touched that Pope Francis seems to live the sort of Christianity that he preaches. He seems to be a humble man and also a joyful man, and I think that's something we don't see much in world leaders these days.
Now, the Pope touched on so many controversial issues during that trip in 2015, including abortion and the death penalty, as well as sexual abuse in the church. No topic seemed off limits for the simple and gentle priest from Buenos Aires.
Yeah, pretty incredible. And to see you out there as well, that must have been an amazing experience.
It sure was, especially seeing all those people in New York and Philadelphia along the Ben Franklin Park, where I lived in Philadelphia, so it was special to me. When he left, he had a very simple message for this country. God bless America.
Really beautiful, and we need those blessings, certainly in this day and age.